Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, now I go get my coffee. Crisis averted. Huzzah. No problem. Okay. I navigate to Meadz dad book page and type out a message. Hey man, great getting to see you at the BBQ. We should definitely hang out soon. You free later? Hey dude, I'd be so down for that. I'm actually catching a show tonight at Soundgarden. Wanna come out? I think for a moment. What's a Soundgarden? Concert venue, but also a band that a lot of people listened to back when it was cool to have soul patches. Oh man, I haven't been to a real concert since Amanda was born. Am I ready for this? Well, I'm thinking another message pops up on the screen. Pop is playing tonight. Cool little indie punk rock band out of Canada. Should be a fun one. I didn't know you were allowed to string that many words together to describe a band. Whatever. Let's get out of our comfort zone. I log off of Dad Book and think for a second. Wait, when was the last time I went to a concert? I mentally backtrack decades through memories of denim jean jackets and moral panic over teenagers turning to the occult. Oh god, I had a mullet back then. Oh god, I thought it was cool. Oh god, other people thought it was cool. I finally remembered the strange 80s prog rock I listened to and mentally envisioned all of the airbrushed bands in the parking lot. Man, how did anyone survive the 80s? Okay. So I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do you even do at concerts now? I spend most of the day pacing around the house and thinking about my relationship with coolness. I mean, I always thought I was cool, at least relative to a bunch of other dads my age. Dad, what are you doing? I look over and see Amanda at the door just getting home from school.
Eh?
Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she's been crying. Hey, what's wrong, Panda?
I'm fine.
Nothing, I'm fine. I just got sad because I realized that society collectively refuses to take pop music seriously despite the fact that some of the most interesting musical innovations are coming out of that genre. I think it's just yet another thing that we write off because we can't take young women or their interests seriously. Are you sure that's all you're upset about? If there's, anything going on, I just want you to know that I'm here for you and I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt, I'm only a phone call away. Thanks, Popsicle. I appreciate that. But I'm fine, really. I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. Anyway, what's up? Amanda, how do I be cool? Let me put on a cup of coffee first. This is gonna be a long night. No, seriously, Matt invited me to a concert and I don't think I've been to one since you were born.
Ugh.
No, you have. You took me to one when I was 12, remember? I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the memory of a sea of screaming preteens. Oh god. I tried so hard to forget. The one where I had to camp out with you in line so that you could get a good spot and then you cried and screamed the whole time. Dad, it was so much more than that. I'm not even ashamed to say it. Oh, you're not ashamed? You seemed pretty ashamed when I found all those drawings you made of those dancing boys kissing in your Trapper Keeper. Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Anyway, you should be all set for the concert if you remember that. She is our daughter. Just bring a big glittery sign and cry a lot, and you'll fit right in. Well, it's a smaller place, and I think Matt mentioned that they're a punk band. Like, do you do it yourself? Gutter punk? Thrash? Straight edge? Come on, Dad. Give me something to work with here. Are they post-punk? Proto-punk? C-punk? Jeremy punk? It's Jeremy punk. I made that one up to see if I could get away with it. They're not positive hardcore, are they? He said that they're Canadian punk? Oh, yeah, you'll be fine. Does the idea of Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? I don't see friendship and politeness as core tenets of the punk scene. Well, punk is kind of a big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. It became so much more than that, than just counterculture rebellion. What I'm trying to say is just enjoy the music. That's it. I mean, yeah, it's not like you're gonna jump into the mosh pit or anything. Well, that's comforting. And if a strange dude in a say your goals hoodie offers to buy you merch, don't accept it. Definitely don't go on 3 awful dates with him afterward where he takes you to a nice restaurant and then forgets his wallet literally 3 times in a row. What? Never mind, just have a blast tonight. I show up to the Coffee Spoon at 8, and what I hope is concert-appropriate attire, I see Matt out front locking the door to the shop.
Hey.
Hey, you made it. Ready for tonight? Well, it's been a while. Yes, of course, I definitely know what I'm talking about. Or ready, I was born ready.
Of course, I definitely know what I'm talking about.
You better believe it, fellow live music lover. Grab those ticks and let's mosh that new. What? New? Short for venue? You know, where you go to see dope stars? Are you just making this stuff up right now? Aw, man, I gotta admit, I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rocks were cool. I have no idea what I'm in for.
Hey, yeah.
Did your daughter make her take her to one of those boy band concerts where everybody holds signs and scream cries? Yeah.
Hey.
I got 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong.
Hey.
But dude, I get to take you to your first concert in a long time. This is gonna be awesome. Just hang out with me, Atsuno, and you'll be good. This scene is super supportive. It'll be a blast. Quick question.
Hey.
Shoot. What is scene? Matt lets out a tiny laugh.
Hey.
Sorry. It's just weird because scene can describe a music scene as it pertains to a community of people who like the same genre, but can also describe a genre of music no one wants to admit they were into. Matt looks off into the middle distance. He says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking, never again. That's confusing.
Hey.
You'll get it. The important thing tonight is that you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end and a bar at the other. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. I suddenly feel out of place. My waning youth is showing. I'm suddenly aware of my mortality. When were the good years of my life? Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is C-punk actually a genre? Matt, you made it.
What?
The younger kid runs up and high-fives Matt. The kid runs off and Matt turns to me shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. Me too.
Hey.
I'm like a small animal. Loud noises and large groups of people frighten me. You also enjoy curling up in a patch of sunlight to take a nap.
Hey.
That's my favorite thing to do. Love. I know. A couple other people notice that Matt's in the crowd and yell hey as well.
Hey, dude.
Matt waves and hugs a couple people. He seems really in his element
Oh.
here. Matt turns his attention back to me. I'm so afraid of all of these people. Oh, let's go grab a beer. Yep, he is you.
Put a ring on that.
Matt and I line up at the bar in the back where a couple of the older concert goers hang out. A couple more people notice Matt and tip their drinks at him.
Hey.
Seems like you're a popular guy out here.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I go to a lot of shows. This is a really cool spot.
Hey, yeah.
But it's times like these where I realize I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about.
Oh.
And then I become keenly aware of where my hands are. And that there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to rest. God damn it, where do I put my
That
tongue?
sounds great.
See? Well, I've known you for more than 5 minutes and I still think you're charming and funny. Just you wait.
Hey.
We grab our drinks. This scene seems really friendly. I don't know why you people wouldn't want to admit that they listen to it. Ha, let's check out the merch.
Hey.
Matt and I walk over to a small booth in the corner of the room where a crusty-looking teenager guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out from across the room and hops up on his chair. Step on up! Get your merch here! I got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I got gold gifts and accoutrements a discerning connoisseur of considerable high taste might want. You! I gestured to myself. face flushing red. Yes, you! You look like a fella who knows their music. How's about a 5-12-inch long-playing vinyl record made and distributed by Canada's premier punk rock outfit? Please stop yelling at me. I'm already kind of on edge because this is an unfamiliar place and I don't know anybody here, and I would appreciate it if you could just stop singling me out. And I'm sure you're cool, but it's making me a little uncomfortable. The kid immediately hops down off the chair. You got it. Sorry about that, I just get really excited about salesmanship. I can't relate, but I appreciate your enthusiasm nonetheless. Hey, Pablo. Your friend looks so lost, I figured I'd give him the old razzle-dazzle. How the hell are you, Matt?
Hey!
Day by day, my man. They do that thing where they high-five, but also turn it into a hug.
Hey!
Your mom doing better? She's still single. If you want to be my dad, I can make that connect. I have to deal with you every single day? Fair enough. Who's your bud?
Hey!
That's Atsuno. That'd bring out a concert pal. Pablo learns closer to Matt. Is Atsuno cool? Matt eyes me. I am back. He cracks a smile.
Hey!
Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude! I'm not sure what to say, but give the courtesy 2 pats on the back, as is customary in our society for people who you don't know super well but still want to be friendly to. Pablo's a total card. Kid plays the hell out of a bass. Yeah, man. When are we starting up our Witch House band?
Hey!
You know I'm out of the game. It's a shame. You know, Vic and Hell would have slayed. It'll slay once you actually start making music instead of printing a bunch of band shirts. We got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These shirts are really nice.
Hey.
Looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get a spot up close.
Hey!
Then I walk over to the stage where a crowd begins to form. The band walks on stage and pick up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. He has a mandolin slung behind his back. Hey, what's up, everyone? We're Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. My name's Daniel. Let's start the show. Oh no, these guys. What? Without time to respond, the band starts playing the most horrible noise I've ever heard. What is this? Matt doesn't say anything. He just hands me earplugs. Thanks! I put the earplugs in, and whatever the hell is assaulting my ears gets a little quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to be having fun. I guess that's what really matters. Jesus, did that cellist just break his own bow in half? I don't get this. The set seems to go on forever. There's no break in the songs, and I think one of the band members' jobs is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. I turn to Matt and try to start a conversation. So you throw out a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? Just drop it. He can't hear me, so I just stop and try to enjoy the music. Okay, no. This is impossible. How long have they been playing the same song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Eventually, the set ends, but only after the drummer sprains his ankle during the saxophone solo. They promised it was part of the act as he was carried off stage crying. Matt and I both pull our earplugs out.
Oh.
Man, that was something. I promised Pup was much better. I just have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get the answer to. Oh yeah. He sprains his ankle at every show. They were being real about that.
Hey.
Let's grab another beer. Matt and I work our way out of the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people file into the concert space as it gets closer to the main act. Kinda getting crowded in here. We grab our beers and I try to follow Matt back to our spot. There are so many people that I'm having a hard time keeping up. As I work my way through the throngs of excited concert-goers, I realize I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and look around, seeing nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. I'm lost. How am I ever going to find Matt here? Where's the exit? Are there even exits? What if I'm trapped in this building forever? Am I going to see my daughter ever again? What if that terrible band gets back on stage? What if... Suddenly a hand reaches out to grab me. It's Matt. Almost lost you, buddy. I got really nervous for a second there.
Hey.
You and me both, dude. He takes my hand and leads me back to the stage. I can feel myself blushing a little. He finally settles back into our spot and waits for the band to start. Does he play his hum?
Hey.
Yeah, Pup really brings out a crowd. So you go to concerts a lot?
Hey.
Oh yeah, it's one of my absolute favorite things in the world. I think it's one thing to listen to music and connect with it, but when you're in a room full of people connecting with the music just the same way that you are, that's magic. I suddenly have the urge to pee. Curse this tiny dad bladder. I've never heard of it put that way. That's really beautiful. Also, I have to pee.
Hey!
Hurry up, man. They're about to go on. I squeeze my way out of the crowd towards the restroom. I really should have gone before I left the house, but Amanda was watching beauty videos in the bathroom. She had an eyeliner wing going halfway across her face, which is actually a pretty good look. I'm so proud of her. I make it to the restroom finally, but it's one of those single-person restaurants with a line forming outside of it. Okay, I have to get down here for a minigame.
Find that dad.
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune. We worked really hard to lock it down for you. We even got permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken, what a bitch. So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking Content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP. That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP. The song is great and the video is tight, yes, take it from me. It's like footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now, but you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out. It's a really good video.
You try.
So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking Content ID? To you streamers and let's players.
Hey. Hey, dude. Yeah, sounds great. Hey. Hey.
Come on, guys, we're gonna do something.
Find that dad.
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune. We worked really hard to lock it down for you. We even got permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken, what a bitch. So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking Content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP. That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP. The song is great and the video is tight, yes, take it from me. It's like footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now, but you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out. It's a really good video. So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP. But really, Content ID demands a serious convo. But is the
Hey. Hey. Oh, hey.
Find that dad.
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune. We worked really hard to lock it down for you. We even got permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken, what a bitch. So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP. That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP. The song is great and the video is tight, yes, take it from me. It's like footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now, but you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out. It's a really good video. So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP. But really, Content ID demands a serious convo. But is this the time or place to talk about it? Oh no. This is a dating sim about getting with.
Find that dad.
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune. We worked really hard to lock it down for you. We even got permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken, what a bitch. So right, the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP. That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP. The song is great and the video is tight, yes, take it from me. It's like footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now, but you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out. It's a really good video. So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP.
Yay, finally! First try, guys, first try.
But really, Content ID demands a serious convo. But is this the time or place to talk about it? Oh no. This is a dating sim about getting with dads, no less. Oh god, how did we get here? What are we doing? What a mess.
I'm in the pit. How do I get
What
off
a mess. So we added the song that you're listening to right now.
Yep, exactly.
Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP.
Someone grabs my hand. Someone familiar.
DVP.
I look up and see Matt. He pulls me back onto my hand. For a while, dude. Matt throws his arm around me and we jump back into the circle, bashing into left and right as Pup plays a killer solo. I didn't know you messed with the pit. Me neither. I can't believe this. I'm having fun. I'm a little mad that I didn't start before people activity, but I'm having fun. The song ends and the pit finally dissipates and everyone cheers on Pup. Maybe I only get enough pit energy for one song. Alright, man, let's retreat.
So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree.
Hey, I'll meet you outside.
Please check out the band.
I hang outside of the venue until Matt finally shows up. Hey man, thanks for waiting. I got you a present. Matt hands me the t-shirt I was looking at earlier. Whoa, thanks man.
Hey.
Saw you eyeballing it back at the merch booth.
Hey.
And I mean, anyone who tears it up that hard on their the first time at a concert deserves a reward. Do I want to respond with the youth will finally accept me, Amanda will love this, or I'm never taking this off? I say no to the middle one, just because, yeah.
The youth will finally accept me.
Finally, I will be able to infiltrate their ranks and defeat them not only on the field of battle as we have done today, but on a grander scale.
Hey.
We'll see you in the world pit, youths. Hey, Matt.
Oh.
Hey, it's Pup. Hey, dude, didn't realize you were here.
Hey.
I'm so glad I could make it. You guys put on a great show. Thanks.
Hey.
Well, see you around. Wait, you know Pup?
Oh.
Oh yeah, met up a couple times when they first started touring. Good kids. Whoa.
Hey.
Come on, let's grab some diner food. I suddenly realized just how hungry I am. Man, mosh pits take a lot out of you. It's true, they do. Matt and I walk to a tiny little diner with a cute neon sign. We tear into some bacon and eggs in a corner booth.
Oh.
So there I am in the pit trying to explain to the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo, but he's already seeing red. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering toward me and there's nowhere to go. It's the end for me, right? Then out of nowhere I get this idea. I just lean back and spread my arms. And just like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. You should have seen the look on his face. Brought him a beer afterward and we were cool. We still follow each other on social media. He has beautiful kids. How do you guys work it out? Yeah, man, just goes to show you that Punk's not dead. It just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter.
Fair.
So how did you get to see all of those amazing concerts?
Oh,
I used to tour in a band. We were small, but it got us to travel around the States. Whoa! Yeah, I mean, we were poor and we had to scrape by a lot together just to survive, but I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything.
hey.
But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of those people at the show. Music like this builds an amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid. Oh man, everybody loves Pablo. His mom's been raising him on her own, and you can tell that's been tough on both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him out whenever I can. That's really nice of you.
Hey.
Thanks. Us single parents just really have to look out for each other. How's Carmencita? She says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy.
Hey.
It'll be loud and I'll need to take a lot of aspirin, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. I'm suddenly very grateful that all of my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, whatever she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive of Carmencita's rebellious phase, but I guess that sort of defeats the purpose, right? I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together. Like what? Big budget remakes of foreign films. Reading subtitles isn't even that hard. I think we just have to strive as a society to be okay with reading subtitles. He and I laugh. We keep digging into our big plates of greasy diner food. The breakfast I ordered for dinner is absolutely hitting the spot. Man, being a single dad is rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to. Yeah, I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes, talking to people. Matt gets nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too. I've never really considered myself an extrovert, and never really considered myself an introvert. I'm just uncomfortable in every situation always. You're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to, you know that? I smile. Man, I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finish up our late night dinners and head out. We walk back to the cul-de-sac, back to our respective houses. Tonight was a blast, man. Loved it, although I'm probably gonna feel it in my knees in the morning. You and me both. I don't usually like going to these things alone. It was really cool of you to have you there with me. I'm glad. Alright, I'm calling it quits for the night. Stay cool, man. He called me cool. Matt called me cool! I walk into the house with my heart in my throat. Amanda pops her head out from her room. Hey, Pops, how was the show? Matt thinks I'm cool! You don't say. Amanda Panda. Matt thinks I'm cool! Blind leading the blind, huh? Wow, I just got dunked up by my own child. Unbelievable. Hey, Amanda, remind me which of us just toured up in the pit at a punk show and which one of us just spent 4 hours probably watching Tiny House Hunting Amish Triplets Extreme Edition. First of all, how dare you? That show is a classic. Second of all, you moshed in the pit? Who even are you? I am your extremely cool dad. Alright, I'm hitting the hay, Pops. I'll see you in the pit. Night, kiddo. So, are we going to make Matt our goal?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go over to date number 2.
We can still be bros with other, but
No, we're gonna focus on Matt.
You know what?
like I do want to be friends with Damien, the guy that he knew from college.
Craig.
I don't know why I call him Damien. That's not.
Damien
That's
is
the
God,
vampire.
dude.
Yeah.
No, coffee, why do you go to my bosom? While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple letters in a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Phrasing. Hey, my coupons! I take a closer look at the larger envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda. She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope we got from HIA.
Alright.
Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back.
Yeah.
Father, please. I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And the suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unbearable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't.
Yeah.
I got in! Oh, I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I can't really believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student, you nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible.
Oh no.
Wait. I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away. I think for a moment, HIA was one of the most expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda,
Yeah.
thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie. We're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice. Wherever you
got
want.
this.
Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me an old Rito with a view. I can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on the patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay.
Yes.
And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID, and... Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors? And we get all the professional photo editing software for free?
Lies! Bull! Boot plop! I'm jealous.
Okay, to be fair, she only gets a discount going into museums and such. She doesn't get it for free.
Yeah, but studio space. Guaranteed studio space.
Fair.
Shared studio space.
They don't expect many people to last to the senior stage. Wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they match you with somebody with similar major and interests. I bet we're gonna be best friends. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates.
Huh?
Oh no! I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog bark. Carl ruled.
Hey!
Oh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit, or maybe a snake, or maybe both. Would the snake eat the rabbit, though? Oh boy, I think I'll leave that all up to you. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had the talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No.
Huh?
I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's going to be some treacherous ice roads across. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry, too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears on my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead.
Nah.
Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops.
Welcome. You've
Best
got
father
dads.
daughters. Okay, do you want to hang out with Craig?
Yeah, I just think it cracked me up.
The bros?
Yeah, bro. And his tiny adorable baby.
Yeah, River. Dad of 3, business entrepreneur and fitness enthusiast. Juggling work, family, and fitness is a tough gig, but someone's got to do it. On a Friday, get one last good cardio session in. He would take a box of energy bars to a deserted island. A turn-on is a sub 6-minute mile. What did you want to be when you grew up? Beer pong world champion. What's your favorite movie genre? Buddy cop movies forever. Ideal date? Scaling a huge, dangerous mountain for fun. What do you never leave home without? An extra tube of energy gel. And I spend a lot of time thinking about my mile time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked? Navigate to Craig's dad book page and type out a message. Hey bro, or should I say neighbor, let's catch up like old times. A couple of moments pass before I hear her ding on the computer. It's a message from Craig. That was quick. Bro, my man, let's definitely hang soon. Might be a little different from our old weekend-long vendors, but it'll still be fun. I think for a moment, this could be a fun opportunity to see my old buddy in his new element. We exchange a couple more messages and he logs off to prep for the game. I walk over to Amanda's room and knock on the door. Yo, Amanda Panda. I open the door and find Amanda sitting cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by magazines and newspaper clippings. She seems to be making some sort of art piece. What you working on? Just a collage for class. We're supposed to make a piece that represents our goals for the future. I take a closer look at her collage. That's a lot of dogs. It's mostly dogs, yeah. Did you need something? Craig invited us to a softball game. Wanna go?
Oh.
Remember that one time you signed me up for softball and you bought me all the gear and then you took me to the first game and then someone hit a ball toward me and I just ran off the field crying? And then you hid in the dugout and would scream if I tried to pick you up. Yes. I was afraid of baseballs. I thought you were a gigantic sentient softball. So does that mean you don't want to go? Amanda gets up and looks me dead in the eye, determined. I'm finally ready to face my fears head on. Let's do this.
You're such a great child.
I know, right? Amanda and I make the short drive out to the local softball field. First kids' softball game. It's pretty packed. We clamber up the bleachers and take our seats on the top row. I don't see Craig anywhere.
Aww.
So when do the kids start crying and running off the field? You know that your relationship with softball is different from everyone else's relationship with softball, right? Okay, but if I don't see some kids cry, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. For nostalgia purposes, of course. Not because I take joy out of children fighting for my amusement. Definitely not that. The game starts and the kids run out onto the field. I see Craig by the dugout with a clipboard. He has River strapped to his chest per usual. There's a guy in a pancake costume doing jumping jacks across the field. I guess that's the mascot? Reading the kid's brightly colored jersey, I see that's the Maple Bay Flapjacks against the Pinewood Ocelots. Go Flapjacks?
Oh, man.
Choke up on the bat, Miranda. Yeah, Miranda, square up. How much do you know about softball? Enough to know that the balls are relatively hard despite their name. But yelling is fun. Give it a shot. It's cathartic. Keep your eye on the ball, and also an eye on the bat, and the outfield, and the other players. Just keep your eye on all that stuff simultaneously. Nice. We watch a couple innings of softball. They aren't ready for the major leagues yet, but Craig's trained his team pretty well. Seems like he's really good with kids. Keg Stan Craig is good with children. Whoa. It's amazing how hard they're hitting the ball and how no one has run off of the field crying yet. Amanda, dear, you have to let it go. Let what go? I'm perfectly fine. The opposing team is at bat. They hit a fly ball out into the center field. The tiny little girl tries to get under the ball, but misses her glove and hits her straight in the forehead. See, it's a completely justifiable fear. The girl plops down on the grass and starts crying. Craig makes a beeline to her, checking her forehead and comforting her until her parents arrive. He carries her off of the field as she sobs. Man, it's strange to think about that. How this was the guy who once backflipped off of a roof and into a pool while shotgunning a beer. He's so responsible now. The game resumes after the girl calms down a bit, and we watch a couple more innings. Craig's team is crushing the other team in the 9th inning. The Ocelots seem to have given up by this point. I see one outfielder eating fistfuls of grass. Batter on the other team knocks a foul ball into the stands. I follow trajectory and... Oh no, it's coming right for me. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. I close my eyes and brace for impact. I open my eyes and look over to see Amanda holding the softball, staring at it in amazement.
Whoa!
I caught the ball. You saved me.
Yeah.
I caught the ball! Dad, I caught the ball! You did it, Amanda! I faced my fears! I defeated the softball! I could do anything! Amanda and I share a big hug. It's a tender moment that I don't think anyone else watching really understood. I'm proud of you, kiddo. The game ends and Craig's team are declared the victors. We sit patiently as the girls line up to shake hands. Great job, everyone. We walk over to the dugout to congratulate Craig, who's talking with some of the parents. Craig, great work, man. Thanks. We've been working hard all season. It's great to see it paying off. I'm so proud of all my girls. Speaking of which, have you met Briar and Hazel? Hello. Hey, killer plane out there. Yeah, you guys rule. Thank you. You guys are twins, huh? So which one of you is the evil one? Hazel. Yeah, it's me. Good looking at. Do you guys ever pretend to be each other? I don't have a twin, but I think I do. Think if I did, I'd be doing that constantly. Yeah, I take all of our math tests. And I usually throw rocks and stuff, and when people get mad, I tell them I'm Briar. What?
Nice.
We will talk about this later. Atsuno, bro. I just got a couple more things to clean up, then we can hang. Look at Sleepy River. Aw. Sounds good. Just then one of the moms jump into the conversation. Not so fast. We have to celebrate our win, Craig. I'm taking the whole team to get pizza. Oh, I don't know if I can... Nonsense. The girls won. What sort of celebration could we have without our fearless leader? She lays her hand on his shoulder and gives him goo-goo eyes. Man, this mom is laying it on thick. Amanda and I share a look. Alright, alright. Is it cool if my bro comes along? The mom looks slightly put out but covers it up with a smile. Of course! Where are we going? Thirsty's Pizza? What? What? It's a real place. No, we're calling you Thirsty, bitch.
Alright.
Reminds me of all of the awful pizza we put into our bodies back in the day. Remember how we used to just fold whole pies in half and then put taco fillings inside? Ah, Pizzicos, I could never forget. How did we survive college? Our bodies were younger back then. More elastic. More able to handle the toxic waste we put inside of us. Oh, the good old days. The kids run around playing arcade games and eating greasy food. Amanda and I jump on a couple slices of mediocre pizza. Hey, give me a pizza. No, absolutely not. I'm just kidding. I'm strictly eating salad here. Thanks for addressing the issue, Amanda. Dad. A different mom walks up to us talking to Craig as if we weren't even there. Craig, thank you so much for looking after our kids. My daughter tells me every day about how great you are. Oh, I'm happy to look after them. Definitely helps that I have kids of my own. It's been so hard since Daniel left. I'm glad to know that my children have a strong male role model in their lives. Amanda and I look at each other again. Craig gets it from all angles, huh? Craig smiles sheepishly. Thank you so much, dude. Craig holds his fist up for a fist bump from his mom in what I think is a maneuver to lighten the conversation. Even the baby's like, bitch, what you trying?
Like, I'm the #1 lady here, okay?
Yeah. It looks super uncomfortable. I should throw him a bone here. Create a diversion. Tag team with Amanda. Or smoke screen Martha.
Tag team with Amanda.
Okay. I give Amanda another knowing look and she hits me back with a nod. She understands. Amanda puts her hand to her stomach and looks at me with puppy dog eyes. Dad, I don't feel so good. I think I ate too much pizza. Oh no, sweetie. You're not gonna projectile vomit everywhere, are you? Yeah, I think I'm gonna projectile vomit everywhere right now. The words projectile vomit and right now usually seem to get everyone to clear out, but Martha's not budging. Back it up, Martha. You're in the splash zone. I drank a lot of orange juice this morning and I'm feeling pretty acidic. You'll be fine. Amanda shoots me a worried look. This con is going sideways. I should have known that a mom of all people would know the fake puke scam. Well, I guess it went away and I'm fine now. Nothing's wrong. She turns her back on me to talk to Craig. So, I'm taking Hazel and Briar tonight for the sleepover.
Oh.
Yep, they're pretty excited about it. You'll keep it out of trouble, right? Oh, of course, but I could always use help watching after everyone tonight if you're not doing anything. Wow, this lady is really going for the goal.
Nice.
It'll actually be nice to have a night to myself and River, but thanks for the invite.
Oh.
Martha, you might want to grab your child. She's stuffing pizza into a coin slot. Martha angrily turns her attention toward her daughter. Tiffany, not another arcade machine, I swear if we have to buy it. Martha storms off towards her kid. She seems nice. Yeah, seems one big weird family. Takes all sorts, huh? Tiffany, don't eat the tokens!
Oh.
Tiffany's a stellar hitter.
I love Tiffany. Dorcas. Dorcas, no!
You cannot lick the paintings!
Time the outlet.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh, look how happy River is now.
Now that the bitch is gone, she's like, yay! Whew, I finally think I have time to talk to Craig now. Man, you're a busy guy, huh?
Oh.
Only on days to like today, I hope. Dad!
Oh.
Hey, girls. Dad, can you help us beat our record on DDR? We told Ariana's dad that you can destroy him on the dance mat. Please help.
I don't know.
Girls, you know I don't have my jukes anymore. But Dad! Craig looks at me like a hurt puppy.
Oh.
Sorry, dudes. Duty call. Promise we'll catch up in a bit. Craig, bro, take the baby off you before
Yeah,
you
exactly. It's like, please tell me you're at least giving her your daughters to hold while you do this.
I know, right? Look at this baby.
He's like, I got this, dude.
Oh my god. Cannot stop laughing. Okay.
I might have to find screen caps of this baby and just do random doodles of it.
It's fair. Why I want all of the icons of this baby.
Just all the baby.
It's all good, buddy. Craig runs off with his daughters and I'm left alone with mine. Man, I was really hoping to hang out with Craig more today, but it seems like he's getting dragged in every direction. It definitely wasn't like this in college. I feel like we might be a third wheel here. There's worse place than an arcade to be left to your own devices. You're right. Want to drop some coin on pinball? You know it. Amanda and I pull up to a machine that's pretty hot and get to work. I'm a little rusty, but the pinball wizard within me will never die. I pull out a decent score and challenge Amanda to top mine. And immediately she gets multi-ball. Looks like she takes after her father. You're pretty good. Don't patronize me. Hey, I was just trying to pay a compliment. Amanda shushes me. She's in her zen zone. She fights valiantly, racking up points by the millions. She's this close to beating my score, but I feel honored just being able to watch. Oh my god. You're friends with Craig, right? Janet from earlier walks up and leans on the pinball machine. Yeah, we went to college together. Please don't lean on my thing. Huh, that's so interesting. Do you know if he's, like, available? Oh, I honestly don't know if I could say, seriously, you're gonna make it tilt. Because it seems like so much work to watch after his kids. Don't you think it would be great if he... Lady, I swear to God! All of a sudden, a buzzer sounds and the game is over. Janet made the pinball machine tilt. You stone harpy. What? I said I have to go over there now and put pizza in my mouth so I don't say anything that will hurt your feelings. Amanda.
Dude!
Bro! What's going on? Now's our chance. If we don't get out of here now, we're stuck for the rest of the night. I wrangle Amanda and say some quick goodbyes to Craig. We head out of the pizza place, finally. Amanda promises that she'll keep the couch warm for me and heads home. Hope you don't mind me bringing you back here, bro. Not at all, dude. It's good to finally get you all to myself for a second. River burps. Well, almost all to myself. Hold up. Craig walks over to the trunk of his car and pulls out 2 gloves and a softball. Up for some catch? This might be less catch and more you throwing the ball and me running after it, but sure. We stand in the middle of the empty baseball diamond and start tossing the ball back and forth. I have a cooler in my car that we could grab, but there's only juice boxes in there. Man, fatherhood is strange. You're telling me. I can't believe I'm looking back on my keg stand Craig days and reminiscing about it. Those were some good times. I don't know if anyone else could pull. I don't know anyone else who could pull off the rare horizontal keg stand.
Oh.
It was a feat of discipline, bro. Trust me. I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long. I don't even know where to begin.
Oh.
I'm just gonna cycle through these real quick.
Hmm?
Hey!
Hmm. Oh. Oh. I don't know. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, Janet's a lot. Are they always like that? Actually, this wasn't nearly as bad. Yikes. I'm just so not interested. Well, what are you interested in?
Oh. Oh.
Peace and quiet. That hot silence.
Hey!
My ultimate sexual fantasy is sleeping in on a Saturday.
Oh.
But more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. I couldn't even if I wanted to. There's no time.
Huh.
And I feel so uncomfortable trying to introduce a stranger into my girls' lives. They've already been through so much. I can't put them through that. Buddy, I hear you.
Hmm.
So the moms can hit on me all they want, but the girls are my top priority. You're doing a great job. Right person will come along eventually, or hit softballs don't get hit on by moms. You're doing a great job. Those kids love you. And to add to the whole team loves you. I think you got this dad thing right.
Oh.
That means a lot coming from you. It hits me in the head. The softball hit me in the head. Wow, that hurts. Amanda was right all along.
Oh.
Sorry, dude. Craig runs over to me. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Wait, let me do the dad thing for a sec. Craig spends a moment examining my head. It's worse than I thought. Don't tell me you have to kiss it to make it better.
Bro!
You would be so lucky. That was planned. I mean, ... We're kissing us for the week.
That was planned.
That was planned. You probably don't teach the more advanced techniques to the little leaguers, but Babe Ruth used to catch balls with his teeth all the time. I still got it. Maybe they'll learn in high school. I get up and dust myself off. River yawns. Hey, little buddy. You must be getting tired, huh? I hate to say it, but I should probably head out. Sorry, things are so... You get older and life just kind of gets in the way, huh? We start walking back to the parking lot. Hey, remember that one house party we went to that got broken up by a helicopter?
Hey!
How could I forget? You and me hopped over a concrete wall to get away. But the other side of the fence was a parking lot where a bunch of cops were parked. Oh man, yeah. Could you imagine the look on our faces? We just walked straight past them like we were out for a stroll. And not knowing that we were at a party, they started joking with us about how big of a bust it was. We had no talk with them for 30 minutes. You told them you were interested in joining the academy. And then they started giving me pointers for the exam. Longest 30 minutes of my life. Man, college. Good old days, right? We get back to our cars. Craig's pulled me into a hug, or at least as much as he can manage with the baby between us.
Nice.
Never enough time, huh? Guess not.
Oh.
Let me make it up to you. Let's hang soon, yeah? I'd like that. I yawn as soon as I walk through the door, spotting Amanda hunched over a collage, glue stick in hand. Burning the midnight oil. Figured I might as well do something productive between shark hunter lip sync battles. Do the sharps lip sync or do the shark hunters lip sync? Yes. I look over her shoulder at the collage. Amanda, this is good art. Look at this good art you made. Thanks, I'm just about done. Like before, it's still a lot of dogs. In one corner is a giant pile of cash, in the other it's... Amanda, is that me? Yep, the whole thing is about my goals for the future, and those are basically just to sit on a giant pile of money with my 20 dogs and also have a strong and mutually supportive relationship with my father into adulthood. Oh, now you've done it. Get ready to watch your dad cry. Here it comes. It's happening.
Oh.
Oh, Dad, you did this with your good art. She pats me on the back. Hey, how was your hang with Craig? I wipe a tear from my eye. It was good. That Craig guy sure is busy. Yeah, dude, this softball life isn't for quitters. Also, I'm very proud of you for facing your fears today. How does that feel? I'm on top of the world, Pops. I should start facing my fears more often. Oh yeah? How about tomorrow we hit some empty parking lots and practice, dare I say, parallel parking? Baby steps, Dad. I'll work my way up to it. Alright, I'm gonna hit the hay. Take care of late night television for me, alright? I'll let them know you said hi. They have like the best relationship ever. Oh my god.
That was a great day.
Supposed to be a stone cold bitch. Make it very difficult.
You're supposed to be a stone cold bitch? Is that what I just heard?
When it comes to these games, yes. I
I've never
really had no interest in this at all.
I know, that's why I forced you to play it with me. Because I knew you'd get an interest with it.
It's all your fault.
I know.
Kitty, get her.
This is what happens when YouTubers make games. They know what to put into it.
Adorable babies that I want.
We have a
Welcome.
godson.
You've
I don't
got
know if I want
dads.
that baby. I just want to be able to take it from the screen. Go after it.
I think that's fair. Oh, River.
And then eat his little toes and get back. I don't think I'm a...
So, are we going to meet any of these other guys, or do you want to focus on Matt and Craig?
Okay, I have a question.
I possibly have an answer.
Is it weird with Hugo since it's her teacher? He just seems like a cool dude.
It's not really weird.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually adorable.
Oh, okay. Because I know, at least, in real life,
Yep.
kids would get, embarrassed about that, so I didn't know if that was...
They may have to do it in a way that it's actually adorable.
Okay.
So we can check that out.
Oh, yeah, I'll be friends with him.
Yeah. So it's not until the third date that you're committing to any of these guys.
Yeah.
So let's go to Hugo. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know and I'm sorry. On a Friday night, he is most likely to brew some strong tea and paint his miniatures. Miniature what?
Yeah, miniatures. Unless he's talking about miniature portraits, that's the only thing I can think of that would just be called miniatures. Otherwise, they're miniature.
Maybe this is one of those things that the guys that made it don't know really or understand, so they were just like, let's just call them miniatures.
Yeah. I mean, they could be those little figurines.
That actually is very plausible. Yeah,
I
actually.
mean, I've never really heard those called miniatures, but that, I think, makes the most sense.
Okay. His turn-ons are muscles. Oh. Interesting. If he had one thing to take on a deserted island, a remembrance of things past. He wanted to be a movie star when he grew up. Favorite movie genre are documentaries on art history. Ideal date is each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. What do you never leave home without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. I spend a lot of time thinking about. I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books rather than actually reading them.
Fair.
Seriously. But I love the smell of books. I don't like dust, so whatever.
If you're not going to read it again, get an e-reader. If you're going to read it again, get a book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still need an e-reader.
Well, I still get an e-reader. But, there's certain books where you like the physicality of it.
Yeah. I just keep my manga. That's all that matters to me.
There's a
My
few
physical
books
manga.
That I keep as my books. I also like writing on some of them, so.
Oh my god. I can never think of ever writing in a book. It's like sacrilege, much like marking the pages.
I try to find a bookmark, but it doesn't always. fiction. Taking notes and or at least marking places is helpful.
So glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today.
Yes.
One of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them?
Absolutely.
I think about for a moment, man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I would be accountable. And they're in middle school, probably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how was middle school for you?
Dad.
Bad, but nobody likes middle school? It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible.
Ugh.
Everyone sucks. No self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in gross old buildings for 40-plus hours a week doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day, top 40's pop. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? I thought it was fine. There was nothing really out of the ordinary for me. I had friends who... No, they all wronged me in some way, shape, or form. They were terrible to me. And wait, I was terrible to them too. It's all rushing back to me. Middle school was awful. I had repressed it for so long.
Yeah.
Dad, did we just have a breakthrough? I think we did. See, middle schoolers are reprehensible. I enjoyed middle school. It was only high school that pissed me off.
I mean, middle school was great, but it was much better than junior high or high school. To me, middle school is 4th, 5th, 6th.
That's why I was wondering about. It's so strange.
What is middle school to you?
Well, technically it wasn't middle school, it was junior high. Junior high was up until 8th grade. So you had 6th, 7th, and 8th grade elementary
we
school.
only had 7th and 8th being junior high.
Yeah. I mean, they tried to put the 6th part of the, into the military, wow, elementary school, but like... I mean, they probably wanted to put us into the military school. But no, it wasn't, you had middle school or junior high. You didn't have both. It was weird. Yeah. Junior high and senior high.
Oh, we still had high school. It's junior high, then we had high school. It's like...
Yeah, we actually called it senior high.
It's like... Oh, well, that's kind of funny, because then you have a person who's junior, and then you have senior, and then you have... Some people will do, John Daniel Edwards Jr., John Daniel Edwards Sr., or it's John Daniel Edwards II. It's different versions of very similar things.
You mean like the fact that my family is Theodore Roger Jr., Theodore Roger III, except not with the number 3. My brother has to be the Roman numeral 3.
That's normal. That's usually what it is.
I wanted to do the 4th, but apparently then it would have to be an actual letter instead of the Roman thing if it was my child. Because it wouldn't be direct. It would be off to the side. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class at the aquarium. Just wanted to know I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore?
What?
No, it's because Bobby Wallingham threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me.
That's fair.
Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past. Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like you could really use the help, plus you get to hang out with cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. What, are you worried that a whale is going to pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear in my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there. Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. Damn that daughter of ours.
She takes after me.
Yeah. Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar.
Oh.
Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over there. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground, playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo. They then go back to texting. At least they're quiet.
Oh.
Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school, after all.
Oh.
We'll see. The classes start filing into the aquarium. Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work so that the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asks them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher hacks. I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books?
Oh.
We just did you now on the Old Man in the Sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays.
Ah.
It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines.
Ah.
That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? Whoa. Their spines are venomous too. Nature is hardcore.
Oh.
You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over there. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank.
Oh.
That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world. And they just, like, keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them?
Oh.
Tissue necrosis. Cool.
Hey.
Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there?
Oh.
That one? Yeah, that's the... I'm going to do this one. Blue-nosed wiggly fish. Yeah? Did you know that... Psychiatric fish trivia. This is the only species of fish known to develop clinical depression. Wait, are you serious? Serious as a heart attack or absolutely not?
Absolutely not.
I'm playing it for the gag.
Oh.
Good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun. Those are still made. I walk around the room reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming in the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in a childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. Hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow.
Ah.
I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? I'd rather stare at you. We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean, or are those two sharks kissing?
Are those two sharks kissing?
No, Atsuno, that one's easy. Well, we can stand together for a moment admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands. Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays, Atsuno? Oh, I think I'm good. I think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me in my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed, the horseshoe crabs only eat clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank. Slowly dipping my hand in the cold water, I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. It feels like fun, slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone.
Don't hurt yourself, kid.
I pull away blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just get a little carried away sometimes. Wait. That girl over there looks suspicious. What's that? Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Susan, get back here. Hugo runs after her middle school and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. We don't have time for games here. Whatever it is, it goes back in the touch tank. Now. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do. Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts.
Whoa!
Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back into the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside where I was gonna die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder.
Oh.
Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time it's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks. Sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surround us.
Ah!
Look over here. Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of a tank. One of them is the middle of giving birth.
Hey!
That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phones.
Ah!
Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Man, we thought we had it hard. I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All however many thousand of them. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
Oh!
It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We just challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. You are hot, sir. Now if I can get a chick like that. I have to change my body position because I'm getting uncomfortable.
No.
Seriously. Oof. Hey, no. Do we get to see the penguins?
Oh.
Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yes. Oh, schmickies. As I get myself comfortable, another minigame.
Of course.
But our group of kids run around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the roof of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad.
Sweet
Hugo
manchego!
suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Wait, just kidding, it's very bad. Is it one of ours? It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of the sight of one of the employees. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees us and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around.
I don't know.
I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs towards the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, I have an announcement. The whole room turns towards Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and am greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst, hey. The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here. Neither can you. I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy that I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand confusion. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Where are they even gonna go? They can live in my closet. Look, I just don't even have time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here. Not until I save the penguin.
I don't know.
Basically, I'm just bribing her. There we go.
Block that bird! That team.
Stop escaping, you stupid thing. So no matter what, I think he's gonna be pissed that we bribed a kid. Oh man, 13 escapes. Last time I only had 4 escapes. Rude to ask people about their mysterious hand tattoos. Good thing we didn't go with that one, huh?
Right?
Ah! Whoa! Ah.
Atsuno, did you just bribe a child? I don't know how to respond to this one. I bribed a child, I don't know what she's talking about, or you can't play by the rules when there's penguins online.
Can't play it by the rules, but the penguins are on the line.
Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. Then me today knows different. I only wish I could go back. Let's just get through the day and get out here. Hey, Atsuno, thank you for helping me out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun. Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards? Fuck yeah. I don't know between that one and then there's nothing. I'm gonna go with classic. I love cheese boards. Great. Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. Wonder where the panda's at.
Huh.
What you up to? Just doing homework. How was the aquarium? An adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin.
Ugh.
We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw. You gotta go in the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though. I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud? He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much of an adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my ass. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father.
Gold star for good behavior.
Oh, we only got an A with him.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Now what?
What are there any other fun ones?
No, let's go with Matt number 2. Date number 2 with Matt. Woo!
Woo! Woo, kitty, woo!
Dad tip number 56. Go ask your mother. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of the room. Father! Wanna go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you get called cool once and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo-jazz and stuff? Amanda. Are you gonna bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today, just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar, pierced face. Hey, you were the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night.
Dad!
Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss?
Dad!
This is my daughter, Amanda, the person I am a father to and am very protective of. An honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I don't want to call it witch house music, but okay. A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad senses tingle. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. Very appropriate lines from Taken. Listen here, Pablo. I have a very specific set of skills to, I can type pretty fast for people my age. If you so much as harm a hair on my daughter's head, I will be coming for you at a comfortable 80 words per minute after I practice.
Aww.
Dad, Atsuno! Matt comes out from washing dishes in the back room to me, Amanda, and I. He and I high five as fellow cool people do. I see you met my newest employee. At your service, although I'm only here until Bacon Bell starts their world tour. What's that? Well, we have to put out a record first.
Hey.
Alright, Pablo. Now what do we do with customers again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage?
Huh.
A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. A classic. And you? I'd say either American football or Father John Misto. Father John Misto. Okay. A Father John Misto, please.
Ugh.
That might be the worst pun I've ever heard. Hey, pure comedy. Yeah, puns are the highest form of comedy. Oh, I was making a joke off. Father John Misty has an album called Pure Comedy, and the drink is named after Father John Misty, so I was, never mind. Coming right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes.
Hey!
He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy of a dude as he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again.
Hey!
Hell yes.
Hey!
I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple hours, and we're going to go record shopping. Want to come along? Absolutely. Pablo brings us our drink, and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me he had trouble hanging out with other people, but for some reason he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable with him. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda, and we start walking towards the record store.
Yeah, sounds great.
Have you ever been here before? No. I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive.
Oh.
This should be fun, then. We're gonna find you some good stuff. The walls of the stores are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point?
Hey.
There's a lot of people who try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to that artist's intent, but I really think it's just nice to collect records.
Oh!
It's cool that in this day and age we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones, but there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love.
Hey.
That's why I try to get as many of the records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and would have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so that we could record our favorite songs?
Hey!
It made each listen really special, and mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school.
Hey!
I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, anarcho-punk, nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. Man, this is a little overwhelming.
Oh.
Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Cookies and cream, vanilla, strawberry, or purple? I am opposed to vanilla.
Yeah, no, that one is out. I think it would be either strawberry or purple.
Let's go with purple.
Hey.
If you could buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? I'm against daffodil. So camouflage, summer breeze, spring creek fireball, or power violence cherry blossom. Oh.
I like Spring Creek Fireball.
Okay.
Hey, yeah.
What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain, bowling alley, Star Trek bridge ambience, or House of the Bone chorus?
Rain.
What's your dream vacation spot? Backyard, inside an active volcano, living off the fatherland in Ibiza, or starting a new life in the Baltics? Okay, burping is not an option, but yes.
Oh, what's your... I don't know. Sounds tough.
Okay, give me a moment.
I know what Katie's is.
outside in octave. No, my backyard. What's your deepest, darkest fear? Well, if nobody exists but me and I fabricated this universe. Matt thinks for a moment.
Huh?
Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Dark Night of the Soul by Danger Mouse. This one almost didn't get released, but there are a ton of awesome collabs on it. Super underrated album. I think you'll really enjoy it. Whoa, dude. Thanks for the recommendation.
Hey!
You're gonna have a great time with it. I promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt?
Hey!
Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig. Forever by Mystery Skulls and Greatest Hit by Remo Drive. Tight.
Hey!
The cashier rings up and hands him his bags. Who's the nerd?
Hey!
That nerd is my buddy Atsuno. Atsuno, the speaking human charm is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on? You know it. Are the Third Waves going to be doing a special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on? Yeah, dude. We do it every month with the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Get a flyer for it right here.
Hey!
You and Amanda should come by that night. Matt blushes. I mean, if you're not doing anything. Will Vank and Vale be playing?
Hey!
If only. I finish paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since bands had shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? What do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. Song is important to me, not only that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from.
Hey.
All that stuff. And listening to those songs remind me of those moments of my life. Yeah, now that I think of it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And then, that even reminds me of a younger me going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know. But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? Yeah, why not? Matt pulls out his phone and starts texting. After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me. Molly's got a hookup. Says to me in an alley near the coffee shop. That's not seedy at all. Okay, but if it turns out it's the feds, you make a break for it and I'll take the heat. Just promise me that you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realize that weed has been legalized in the state, right? I definitely knew that. But we live in dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay? We could find ourselves on the wrong end of a deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda. I swear. Oh, here's our guy. Coming around the corner of one of those nasty grease dumpsters, shrouded in darkness is a lean figure dressed all in black. Excuse me, Mr. Brugman. Surprise the person almost jumps out of their skin. It's Lucina Damien's son! Who sent you? We're cool, man, we're cool. Says who? For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, weed is to prove you're cool. What? I need to know that you're down or I bolt. Cite mutually assured destruction. Look, man, we're trying to buy drugs from you, and we know you sell drugs. You have dirt on us, we have dirt on you, we're in this together now. Look, it's fine, I get it. Buzzcut Molly said you were coming. Right, now that formalities are out of the way, let's make a deal. Alright, how much do you want? One what? Yeah. He means weed.
Yeah, sounds great.
Breathe, my man.
Oh my god, this hurts me so much. I
imagining my dad trying to do this.
Oh my
Imagine Steve
God.
trying to do that.
I've never, ever, ever, ever come across anybody that tried something like that of just one.
Yeah. I was like,
I mean, I believe it's a thing. I haven't had to deal with that. So. Of course, I stopped being part of drug deals when I was like 12, so. No. 15. 15. Oh my god. Matt and I walked to our cul-de-sac and stop at a gas station on the way to buy rolling papers and soda. I feel like I'm 16 again. Carmencita's having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs. Awesome, let's do some drugs. Alright. Whoa, what a collection. I've been collecting my whole life. It was nice to finally get them all in one place after being on the road for so much of my life. I had to ask my parents to hold on to them for so long. Matt sits down next to me and we lay the marijuana drugs. Oh my god, no. Out on the coffee table. Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house.
Oh.
If you say so.
What?
Matt pulls out some rolling papers and sprinkles some of the beatnik tobacco onto a piece. Oh my god. He starts rolling it back and forth and the paper breaks almost immediately, spilling drugs all over the couch. Never was too good at this.
Hey.
Matt tries again and is able to successfully roll a nice looking weed cigarette. He hands me a lighter and the blunt, I think, and I take it. Well, let's rip that golf fairway. Yes, let's do that. I light the joint and inhale deeply. This is not what I remember. It's been a while, though. Oh, you just inhaled? You dumbass. Maybe pot drugs. Oh my god. Should have seen this one. No! You idiot, you only inhaled. It's not weed. Oh god. Did we develop a taste for meth? No, it's oregano.
Hey, yeah. Oh. Hey.
It's probably for the best. Oh my god.
Hey.
Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age, too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive lettering reads, "Stillness the Dancing." Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together? Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It's hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that sounds like some life people would only dream of.
Hey.
It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rosa and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff. So once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town to play, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I'm so sorry. Don't be. Not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told the people the same thing after Alex died.
Hey.
Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusted piano. Do you play?
Oh, man.
I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer.
Oh.
No way, you had a ska phase? Phase? Ska never dies. Except for Scommunist Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers.
Yeah, sounds great.
Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench.
Hey.
Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it. I sit down at the piano. Go with the classic. I start playing Chopsticks. What a jam. Alright, buddy, can you top that?
I mean,
I
don't know if I
shouldn't. Come on. No, it's been a long time. Never too late to get back into it. Matt, you just sat through a butchered version of Chopsticks, a song that children who are learning the piano usually figure out before they're 10. How much worse can it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. Okay. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. I just realized that eggplants pop out of them. It's not just... Isn't that the symbol? Oh, that's the symbol for the penis. I get it. I understand this now. Okay. If I didn't know they hadn't played this piano in a long time, I would never have guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool.
Hey.
Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man, that was killer. Are you gonna pull that out for open mic night? Oh no, I never play at those. Well, why not? You're really good. It's just... I just don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I can sense that Matt's getting uncomfortable at the thought of it. I won't push him any further. Alright, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music is. Thanks. Man, I sit and listen to more records until it gets late, and I decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door. Let's never tell anyone about the rig now, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know anything about the health effects of smoking right now.
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine. Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside and the house is dark, save for the sliver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around her chair. What smells like a pizza parlor in here? What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry. Wait, no. Hi, hungry!
Hey.
No! I'm Dad! Amanda collapses on the floor. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo, you set it up, I spike it down. You're a monster! Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up the sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight and it was amazing.
Alright.
He played piano for you? Dude. Yeah, I brought up that you should play at the open mic night. That's happening in his coffee shop, but he kind of weird about it. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off of the chord progression. Matt's song is stuck in my head all night.
That was the Holland
Nice.
1945.
We got the top rank for that set. Long day. I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Leave her alone, or do something happen?
Did something happen?
No, nothing happened. Go away. Something must have happened, or leave her alone. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. She She seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would only have made her more upset. I can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things she could be dealing with right now. I just want her happy and safe. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'd be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her.
Huh?
About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yipes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and makes her still freezer burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh. Okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I forced her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. Hey, Pumpkin. What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I want to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. So just, whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the fridge and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over. Strawberry. So I am going to move fast this one. Essentially what happened is her best friend who got into school in California knew she had a crush on Noah and is dating Noah, has been for months, and they've been ostracizing her out of their friend group with Grace and the other Emma and Noah and her. So her best friend's basically a horrible, horrible person. And they've been sharing texts that she sends. Yeah. Yeah. Like, you know, high schoolers do.
Okay, you know, maybe I'm having flashbacks. God.
Dad.
Grace is the gossipy one. Bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but
Oh.
MR's been there since Mom died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad that she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone suddenly decide that I'm just not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. It's not dumb. Real friends don't do that. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate with yourself. Do you really want to sit around with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting the effort in to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. Did we just eat the whole cake? Yes, we did just eat the whole cake. Well, good talk. Hey, Pops.
Ah.
Thank you. You're always welcome.
I love you too, Dad.
Love you too, Dad.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Let's make things better with Craig date with the Little River. Come on. Don't you dare. Hey man, I'm training my run game recently. Ready for a round 2? Dude, of course, emojis. I don't know why he didn't just send an emoji rather than type it out. Let's meet up early tomorrow morning for my favorite morning activity, brunch. I type back. Brunch? What's that? You run and then you get brunch. Oh, right.
Whoa!
Oh. Ah.
Extra large pizza with chicken, bacon, extra cheese, and tomatoes. Ugh. I want that so much.
Ah.
Can you maybe throw leaves on there or something? Yeah, he's going on a health kick. Yeah, Rico, I know, it's tragic.
Hmm?
Hold on, I'll ask.
Hmm?
Dad, is oregano a salad? Oregano is not a salad. Can't blame him for trying. Nah, Rico, I'm talking to my dad. We'll just go with the meat lover's fantasy. Sure, say hi to the wife and kids for me. Amanda hangs up. Rico says hey. The food gets delivered.
Hmm. Huh.
Craig is already outside with River strapped to his chest. Baby!
Oh, no.
Wow, I look like a total schlub next to this guy. Hey, bro. Morning, Craig.
Oh.
River gonna be running with us? Best she can. We're taking it to the limit, aren't we, kiddo? Goo! Oh, I know what that means. Craig hands her a stuffed toy, which makes her smile ear to ear.
Oh.
That's Arnold the capybara. Sometimes it's the only thing that'll get her to stop crying. Oh, I've been there. Amanda had a stuffed panda that she carried around everywhere. She would have a tantrum if we even tried to wash it. It was gross. So you've been running lately? Every morning for 30 minutes. I'm basically an elite athlete by this point. I'll try to keep up. So where are we headed?
Oh.
I was thinking that we could do a couple laps around the park. Okay, that sounds reasonable.
Oh.
Then we'll do some hill climbs up a slope. Okay, I can probably handle that. And then we'll close it up by doing some wilderness survival hike running to increase our agility. I'm suddenly struck with the overwhelming need to crawl back in bed. That sound okay to you? I usually like to throw some timed murder sprints in there, but I'll go easy on you since you're a beginner. That sounds like something I am physically able to do.
I cannot do anything that will be involving the word murder. Chances are I'm not
Hey!
going to do that.
No. Luckily, I think he's being good with us. Craig and I finally arrive at the park. A few other lone joggers make their way around the perimeter, and River waves enthusiastically at everyone we pass. It's a lot more peaceful in the mornings, aside from the birds chirping and River gurgling away in the stroller. It's pretty quiet. Alright, good warm-up. That was the warm-up?
Hey!
Let's start the show.
Hey!
But wait. Craig reaches into his bag and tosses me a water bottle. I fumble, but thankfully don't drop it. You gotta hydrate, bro. Hey. I look down and pick up Arnold River's toy and hand it back to her. Must have dropped this. Thanks for looking out, bro.
Hey!
Ready? Yeah!
Oh.
We finally finish our however many 18th lap around the park. I'm breathing heavily, but I can't believe I actually don't lose Craig. He's even breathing heavily too, which makes me feel a little better. I look down at my shirt and notice I'm drenched in sweat. Huh, almost looks like a frowny face. That's one. What?
Hey!
I'm just kidding. Good hustle out there. I'm really impressed. You're way better than the last time I launched you off a treadmill. Yeah, man, you really pushed me to my limit just now. I can't believe I held on.
Oh.
Sometimes you just need someone there with you to push you to do your absolute best. I'm glad I could be that guy, bro.
Oh, bro.
Who's ready for hill climbs? Blah!
Oh.
There's my little cheerleader. Atsuno, you ready? Ugh! You bet. Craig takes me to a separate portion of the park where there's a steep hill that seems to go up forever. I strain my eyes to see some other joggers at the top. So what do we do now? We run up the thing. That looks like a lot. Atsuno, there's two things you need to know about this hill. One, don't stop running until you get to the top. And two, Craig points to the top of the hill.
Nice!
That's not the top. Let's do this.
I don't know.
Finally reached the top of the hill after making my way past what I originally thought was the top of the hill. Once there, I punch over onto my knees and gasp at her air. My lungs are like daggers poking my ribs. I can feel my heart in my ears. Oh, she has a little bubble.
No, baby.
River, I'm having a moment, please. Ooh boy. So he is human. Atsuno, put your arms on your head and stretch out your elbows. It'll help you breathe better. I do as Craig says. It feels a little better, but I'm still in agony.
Oh.
And here. Craig tosses me the water bottle again. I hydrate like my life depends on it. Thanks, dude.
Bro!
Phenomenal work. Feel that lightness in your head? That's the runner's high. Oh, that's it. I thought I was just, dying. So we're catching our breath. River starts crying. What's wrong, sweet pea? Do you want to play with Arnold?
Hey!
Craig looks around us. Oh boy, man down. I think we lost Arnold. River keeps wailing.
Bro!
I've abandoned my child's toy. Just retraced our steps, so ain't no thing. Craig and I jog down the path, searching high and low for the stuffed capybara, which Craig takes the time to explain to me is a large rodent native to South America. We get to the place where River might have dropped it, but still nowhere to be found. Looks like we've got a mystery on our hands. We have to get to the bottom of this. I suspect foul play. Looks like this is a prime case for world-renowned Detective Xellion.
Oh.
Dude, it's time for a bro adventure. A bro venture!
Oh.
We high-five and decide to jog back to the park to see if we can find any leads. So it looks like there's a couple more places to check and some bros around here that we can interrogate. Sounds
Nice.
good. Wait, who's good cop and who's bad cop? I think about it for a second. Well, I think that with your stature and overall resilience, you would make an intimidating bad cop. But on the other hand, you do have an adorable baby strapped to your chest, so that softens the edges a bit.
Oh.
All valid points. I think you would make a great cop, good cop because of your congenial attitude and willingness to try new things. But then again, I've seen how you get when there are too many commercial breaks during a show, so you have the potential to be a very scary bad cop. I don't want to have to watch Meet Hell in 3-minute segments with 5 minutes of commercials in between. And they're loud. The commercials are too loud. I just want to watch my shows in peace without people yelling at me to buy wiper fluid.
Hey.
Case in point. Let's play it moment by moment. Smart.
Nice.
So, where to, Protective? Go to the playground. We make our way over to a small playground at the edge of the park. A couple of kids play on the jungle gym while parents watch on the nearby benches. Over on one of the benches, I spot a familiar face. Let's look for clues. Craig and I, two grown adults, walk onto the playground and begin examining it meticulously for clues. There's no forensic evidence here, no stray capybara hairs at least. After searching fruitlessly for some time, we look up. All of the parents are staring at us. We smile and wave as we awkwardly slink away. Let's see what Joseph's up to. We jog over to Joseph, who seems to be engrossed in his book. Joseph! Joseph nearly drops his book. Hey guys, didn't think I'd see you two out here. Atsuno, are you exercising? Sure am. You know me, I just love to run and be healthy. That's kind of my whole thing. What are you reading? Oh, it's just a book on knots and ripe time. ... For boats! Boat ropes! Right. Say, you didn't happen to see a stuffed capybara around here? What's a capybara? It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Joseph thinks for a second. I haven't seen one around. I'll tell the kids to keep an eye out. Your kids are here?
Bro!
Joseph looks around.
Oh, Cracker Barrels!
They were here a second ago. Must have gone exploring. Do you know where they could have run off to? They're kids. They get into mischief sometimes, but they always come back. Sounds a little suspect, Joseph. Mischief, you say?
Oh, Cracker Barrels!
Wait, am I being interrogated right now? No, yes. Just doing our due diligence, Joseph. Arnold means a lot to River here. Christian and Christy have it. Oh, children of the court, I would not be surprised. Boat ropes! Let's try to calm her down. We're gonna swing River and calm her down for a little bit. Yeah. I take a seat on the swing next to her and immediately realize I'm stuck. River seems to love that. Part of the park and go to the field. Let's talk to Man and his daughter. Carmencita spots us from across the way and waves. She's sitting down with her dad on a sunny green patch of grass. We jog over.
Hey!
Hey dudes! Hey bro! We just sat down for a picnic. Want some snacks? Got anything to increase my glycogen reserves? We have apple slices. Thank you very much, tiny bro, but I should be fine.
Hey.
You guys working out? Good day for it. Yep, I'm the picture of health and athleticism. Good transition, Atsuno. Say, you haven't seen a stuffed capybara around here anywhere, have you? What's a capybara? It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Wait a second, how do you know what a capybara is? You wouldn't happen to have had hands-on experiments with one. We learned about capybaras in the 4th grade. I think it's more suspicious that you know what a capybara is.
Hey.
Oh my god, what if I took Arnold? What if I'm the culprit and I just don't remember? I quickly checked my body for any Polaroids I might have kept on my person to remind me of who to trust and who not to trust. I saw Memento once and I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Nothing. But what if that's what I wanted myself to think? No, Atsuno, don't let them win. I shake off the thought. I saw a couple squirrels over by that tree, though. I don't know if that helps, but if you want to see some cute squirrels, you should definitely check it out.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Let me get some apples. Let's check out the squirrels. Where did the suspect say the squirrels would be again? The tree. Ah, there they are. Carmencita was telling the truth. Those are some rad squirrels. River seems happy. This may have bought us some extra time. Look for clues! I carefully comb through the field of grass and flowers. I can't seem to find much besides a couple of ladybugs and a nickel. While I'm looking, Craig calls out to me from across the field. Atsuno!
Oh, man.
I jog over. Craig is kneeling in the grass, inspecting something. I approach, my heart in my throat. As I lean over Craig, I see it. This is Arnold's leg. I put my hand over River's eyes. No one should have to be subjected to this senseless violence. My God, who or what would do this?
Oh, man.
I don't know, but now I think we might be dealing with something beyond our grasp. I can't look at this anymore. I turn around, trying to wipe the image of the stuffing strewn across the ground from my mind.
Oh.
We're running out of time. We may already be too late. Bag and tag it. Let's keep moving. Interrogate River. Wait, let me try this. It's always the culprit you'd least suspect. I get eye to eye with River, who still looks like she's on the verge of tears.
Dude.
Good cop. Hey, sweetie, believe me, nobody wants you to find your capybara more than me, but we need more clues, and I think somewhere in that baby brain of yours, you might have something to lead us to the perp. So what do you say, kiddo? Mleh. Another air bubble. I turn to Craig. We're getting nowhere with the witness. Yep. We make our way to the outskirts of the park. There are a couple benches by the dense tree line. Looks like Robert's here all by himself. This also seems like the perfect place to look for clues. Joseph's twins must be around here somewhere. Look for clues! Craig and I search through the outskirts of the woods, hoping to find anything that might lead us to Arnold. There are a couple cigarettes and empty beer cans scattered around the thicket. This is probably the hot spot for edgy teens to hang out at night and say swears and stuff. But it doesn't look like there was any recent activity that might be capybara related. This might be a dead end, partner, bro. Interrogate Robert. Maybe Robert saw something. We walk over to Robert's bench.
Hey.
Hey, Rob. Don't call me that. Okay, hi, Robert.
Oh.
Don't call me that either. Okay, hey, buddy.
I don't know.
What are you up to? Thinking. This is my thinking bench. I have to get a solid 2 to 3 hours of brooding in per day, filling quotas. Have you, by any chance, seen a small stuffed capybara around? A capybara it's a large rodent native to South America, I know. So have you seen one? Stuffed one, not a real one. That would be weird. I'm gonna be a bad cop now. Alright, Robert, we've been nice. Help us out, or I'm gonna go off. Learn how to fight, and then come back here to kick your ass. You? Learn how to fight? Please. Well, fine. If you don't tell us what we want to hear, I'm gonna spoil the season finale of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Trucker. You're bluffing. My buddy here doesn't play by the rules. Atsuno will do it. Callum and Flynn crash into a haunted... Stop! You're a monster. Robert sighs. I haven't seen any goddamn capybara, okay? Crap! I was really nailing the bad cop bit, too. I thought for sure we had something.
Bro!
Now what, bro? Joseph said his twins were around here somewhere, but I have no idea how we're supposed to find them. Wait, those creepy kids? Why didn't you just tell me that had something to do with this? Huh, maybe I should have left the good cop, bad cop routine to the pros on TV.
Bro!
Yeah, Robert, bro, do you know where they are?
Oh?
I do. A lot of people underestimate the senses of a man who broods. I saw them lurking around here a little while ago. Where'd they go?
Hey.
Ran into the woods. I'd be careful, though. I don't trust them. Then again, I don't trust anyone. Not even you guys. Not even that baby. Burp. I take that back. You're an old soul, kiddo.
God damn it, I don't want to like him.
I know, right? Thanks for your help, Robert. The woods. Go deeper into the woods. I stare into the depths of the forest. Who knows what could be in there?
Oh.
Are you prepared for what we might face in there? Yes. I'm ready, partner, bro. You? Nope, but if it gets River to stop crying, I don't care. Let's do this. We start down the path in the woods, keeping our eyes and ears peeled for any sign of Arnold. There are no squirrels or birds anywhere. The silence is unsettling. The sun can barely peek through the canopy. It's colder here. Suddenly, we hear voices. I want to do it. You got to do it last time. Craig and I come to a clearing where we find Christian and Christy kneeling over something. Stop right there.
Dude.
Put your tiny hands where we can see them. Christian and Christy just stare at us. You heard the guy. Put your hands up. We're kind of in the middle of something here. Yeah, can you come back later?
Oh.
What are you kids doing? Cutting stuff up. My heart is pounding. Is this the end of the line? I step closer. I can't believe what I'm seeing. A pair of safety scissors lies in the dirt. And it's Arnold. What have they done to him? Arnold! Go! You heard the baby. Hand over the capybara. No fair. Finders keepers. No, not finders keepers. That's our property and you've desecrated it. Well, how can you prove it's yours? Craig holds up Arnold's severed leg. I have to look away. You two got sloppy. You left evidence behind. I think you'll find that this leg fits perfectly onto his body. Christian and Christy look at each other. They don't know what to do. How about a deal? You give us the capybara and we don't tell your dad about this. Fine. She hands over the stuffed animal. And give us those safety scissors. They are clearly no longer safe in your hands. She hands them over. I'm glad we could figure this out. Come on, partner. Craig and I start making our way out of the woods. He turns around and calls back to the twins. And tell your dad to stop letting you watch true crime shows. With the capybara back to its rightful owner, Craig and I shamble into the nearby diner, exhausted from our adventure. We find ourselves a corner booth and settle in. That was a tough case, but we cracked it. We're different now. Changed. Did we get in too deep?
Hey!
It's nothing that a hearty brunch can't fix. My stomach grumbles. I suddenly realize how big of an appetite I worked up. Brunch! Give me brunch! I have strong philosophies on brunch. You see, the first thing you do is divide your brunches between bougie brunch, the upper class, mimosas and eggs Benedict brunch, and grimy brunch, the give me coffee and bacon and cheesy hash brown brunch. There's a time and place for both, and I think most of the life is about figuring out which one you need more. So, what kind of brunch dad are you, Atsuno? Grimy brunch. Make it fried and oily and clean the floors with a hose and I'll be happy. Wait, aren't you going on a health kick? Gotta treat yourself. Are we not dads? And is brunch not a higher calling than a mere diet? The student becomes the master. A young waitress passes out menus. She's so cute. Hey kid, middle school is gonna be really tough, but if you can make it through that, you can make it through anything. Seems like you're the most eligible dad bachelor in town. Guess so. Anyway, here's the thing about brunch. You don't do business during brunch. Brunch is a time for rest, relaxation, and restoration with those that you love. And while we're having brunch, a traditionally brunch time, the most important thing to remember is that brunch isn't a time, it's a state of mind. If you can't have brunch on your plate, you can always have brunch in your heart. I don't disagree with you. I just don't know if I can match your intensity. I'll open your eyes, bro. Just you wait. Gay. We order our food and the waitress, at very blatantly hitting on Craig multiple times, eventually brings us our brunch feast. River munches on cereal right next to us, more or less managing to get it into her mouth. I gotta say, man, it's really great having you back around to hang with. Things have been so busy with work and fitness and the kids. I just haven't had time to really go out and get to know people. With you, it's like we're picking up where we left off. I know the feeling, man. Moving to a new place could have really been rough for me, especially with Amanda going off to college soon. You're making this a lot easier. Craig smiles at you. Feels really good to go on another bro venture with you, dude. Just like old times. For a while, I forgot about anything that was bothering me in my life, and it was just you and me and more coffee. Oh, no thank you. So, do you, like, work out? Yeah, mostly calisthenics, but I try to lift as part of the regimen. That's so cool. I've been looking for a workout buddy, you know. I wish I could help you out, but I'm enjoying brunch with my workout bro right now. Hello! Well, if you change your mind... The waitress slides a folded note to Craig and walks away. Craig makes a face as he reluctantly puts in his pocket. We can't take you anywhere, can we?
Oh.
It's a blessing and a curse, isn't it? The next time we hang out should be in the middle of the woods where people can't interrupt us. And also maybe in some different woods than the one for the little kids, like to vivisect things. Craig laughs. Man, remember all of our camping road trips back in the day? Joshua Tree? Yellowstone? That was the best. I'd give anything to do that all over again. Dude, we should do a camping weekend. Oh, I don't know, bro. I'm an adult now. I have all these adult responsibilities. I don't think I could just drop everything to go hang out in the woods for a few days, you know? Come on, dude. If we plan things right, we can do this. Craig, don't you ever do anything for yourself? Craig stares into his coffee mug.
I don't know.
Of course I do. Yeah? Like what?
I don't know.
Sometimes I let myself have one scoop of vanilla ice cream before bed. But only if I didn't meet my calorie intake for the day.
Huh.
And sometimes I let myself hit the snooze alarm. But only once. Dude, you gotta relax sometime or it's gonna kill you. Please come camping with me. It'd be so fun, bro.
Huh?
I guess I could get Smashley to take the kids for the weekend. I'll think about it. We finish our brunches and head back to the cul-de-sac. By the way, great job keeping up today. Seems like you're already making a lot of progress. I'm probably gonna need a little bit of recovery time after this. Tell the girls I said hello. See you, protective.
Oh.
How was brunch?
Hey.
My legs give out. I find myself on the floor of the hallway. I'm just gonna hang out here for a while. Take your time getting up.
Been there.
Yep. Ooh, what did we get? RBS. Come on, say yes, say yes. Woohoo!
That
S!
was amazing. Just like back
Victory
in college.
is ours!
I missed you, dude.
It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh, so I decided to take the long way home. I casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide walkable sidewalks at night. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. A drop of water hits my head, and now it's a lot of drops of water. I order a beer from the bar and settle in. It turns out that my team isn't even playing tonight, but I can certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie over shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. I look over into the corner and spot none other than Mary, sitting alone and in the corner nursing a cocktail.
Ah.
Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guys, she looks so sad.
Oh.
She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into middle distance. Say hi or keep watching the game.
Keep watching.
Oh my.
Whether or not Mary is actively looking for attention, I decide I don't really have the energy to give it to her. Politely reciprocate her glass raise while keeping my eyes glued on the game. Eventually I manage to disengage from the game and realize Mary has left. Hopefully she doesn't have too rough of a night.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I Okay, guys. Going to have another hour-long break. I need more foods and rest my voice up. But we will see you next time. Later, guys.